Okay class, today we are going to solve radical equations, and to solve these the chief idea will be to isolate the radical and get it by itself. That's going to be our chief objective throughout this lesson. So let us begin. Now, in order to get the radical by itself, what I'm going to do is first observe that we want to get the 6 over here and we want to get the radical over here. Or just however you want to do it, but get the radical by itself. So x stays put. The 6 comes over here as minus 6. When you jump over the equal sign, you change SIGNs. And so that equals radical 4x minus 12. Okay. Now, so you have that. Now, I'm going to square both sides, which is probably the most important step. Well, they all have their importance. This is the chief idea, is to square both sides, like that. Now, the whole point of me getting this radical by itself was so I could square it. And if you square a radical, it just takes the radical off and you just get the main interior expression, aka x minus 6 squared equals 4x minus 12. Okay? So there's that. Now I'm going to unfortunately have to erase, so go ahead and hit pause if you need to and copy this down if you've not got it already copied. So what I'll do, now I'm not going to erase the very bottom or the very top, but I need to erase what's in the middle because I'm quite frankly out of room. So let me erase this. Okay, now, I'm going to put a bar here. Now, and I'll put a bar here. So in the middle, okay, now in the middle here, let me go ahead and just do the full method here. By prior results, the full method gives x squared minus 12x plus 36. And then we get equals 4x minus 12. Okay, so go ahead and copy that down and hit pause if you need to. So now I'm going to move everything to the left and get 0 on the right-handed side. So doing that, I'll get x squared, subtract 4x from both sides, you get minus 16x. So add 12 to both sides, and you get plus 48 equals 0. Now, so we have that. Any questions thus far? Okay, I just subtracted 4x and I added 12. You change the signs when you jump over the equal sign. You change negative to positive and vice versa. So now, this can be factored, and by prior results, we can factor this guy without getting bogged down here. This can be factored as x minus 12 times x minus 4, and that equals 0. So there's that. Okay, so good thus far, and now I can go ahead and erase this. I probably could erase that a minute ago, in fact. Okay, so we've got this, so if you need to hit pause, go ahead. Now, so we've got this equals 0 or this equals 0, so either x equals, to solve this, if x minus 12 is 0, then x equals 12, or if x minus 4 is 0, well, x equals 4. Now, we would like to, celebrate and say, yippee, I'm done. But unfortunately, we've got a radical equation. So it could be that one of these answers is false. And the reason why is because this radical doesn't have a plus or minus by it. We don't allow it to turn over. So that could ruin one or both of these solutions. It might not, but then again it might. We have to check them. So let's do that. You got to remember, you got to plug these back into the very original equation now, so careful. Now 12 is just 12 minus radical 4 times 12 is 48. 48 minus 12 is 36, and rad 36 is 6 by the square root. So this is 12 minus 6, and that is 6. So it is consistent. So 12 is good. So we at least have one solution. Now let's try 4. If you plug 4 in here, that's just 4. 4 minus radical. Now 4 times 4 is 16. 16 minus 12 is 4. And radical 4 is 2. So that was a 4, that turns out to be a 2. But 4 minus 2 is not 6. That would be, we needed a plus here, and that's not allowing the turnover. So we have to unfortunately discard 4. So x equals 12 is our sole solution, our only solution. And hence our solution set is just a set that contains the single element 12. So we do have to be careful. Any questions on what I've done? Okay. Now, again, it could be the case that both answers could have got discarded, or both answers could have worked, or neither answer would have worked. But we had a 1-in-1 situation here. So I hope this helps. This is an example of solving radical equations. Thank you.